Bob Hutton is a pioneer in the Canadian broadcasting industry. Bob was Vancouver's most popular morning man ever. How are you doing, Bob? Can you tell me a little bit about your days pre-radio?
Let's see. I wanted to get into radio, so I worked for Yukon Southern Airlines as a radio dispatcher, and I worked forestry as a radio operator, and then I got a chance to go to CFJC, and I jumped at that, and that was my closest. Well, I saw the kid I was in the CFJC Radio Dramatic Club, and I saw the kid in the operating room, and I thought he was getting $5 a week, and I was working for nothing, so I thought I'd best get a job like that. So I went in and I asked for a job in the radio station, and I was such a lousy operator, they hired me as an announcer.
What age were you announcing?
19.
19,
yeah.
And where was that station located?
CFJC Kamloops.
Kamloops, eh? Who do you consider gave you your first break in radio?
I guess, well, Laurie Irving was program manager for CKWX, and he was on a walking tour through British Columbia, and he heard me on CFJC and asked me if I'd audition. So I sent a disc down, and that was before tape or wire. So I sent a disc down to CKWX, and they hired me. Well, this was during the war, and you had to get permission from somebody who, manpower or something.
Well, you were considered underage at 19?
Oh, no, but I was considered able to work for a logging mill or a pulp factory or somewhere to help the war effort.
Oh, okay.
Manpower, it was called.
Okay.
So I had to go down to Vancouver and talk to Manpower. And the guy said, "What do you do?" And I had the job at WX at this time, and I just had to go to Manpower to get permission. And I said, "Well, I'm a radio operator." "Oh, good." He says, "We need one. We've got a boat going to China tomorrow." And I said, "No, not that kind of radio operator, because in the reserve army, I only got 14 words a minute or something, the barest minimum." But I went back to Tiny Alpha, who was the manager, and I said, "They want to send me to China." And he pulled some strings, I guess, and got me a job in CKWX.
Now, maybe you can talk about your early days at WX, and I guess that was your first job as a major
Yes.
guy. Now, was it? I guess one question I was for you: did you consider yourself a disc jockey or a newsman?
Oh, we called ourselves. Our salesmen were account executives, and I was a personality. So a disc jockey was. No, don't use that word. Because a disc jockey plays rock and roll and hollers a lot, pumping the jump and driving the jive and that sort of talk.